Now your nose itches, right? You're back. Oh, you look terrific. Thanks, I feel terrific.
Are you back for good?
Well, I'm done with chemo. Last checkup was great. Gave the wig to my niece. Last time I saw it was on a Rottweiler.
You look wonderful. Really, your color's good, your eyes are bright. You look perky.
Oh, please.
No, good. Good perky. Intelligent, complicated perky.
Uh-huh. Really?
God, I didn't expect you to look this good for months.
Neither did I.
You're amazing.
No, I'm not. No, really, I'm not. The reason I'm doing so well has nothing to do with me. I discovered a secret cure.
For cancer?
For anything.
What?
God. Oh, I met a guy.
Oh, really?
Well, sort of. A virtual guy. He's from my online support group. We swapped vomit stories. It was very romantic.
Does he live nearby?
Yeah, Westchester. He's an architect. He's 3 years divorced. Trying to figure out a tactful way to ask him what his prognosis is.
Hey, Greta, what you said before, do you think God cured your cancer?
No. Surgery and chemotherapy cured my cancer. God may have helped, but that's not what I was talking about. I met this rabbi. He was at the hospital. He was working the cancer floor, and we struck up a conversation. I told him all the problems I have with the concept of God. He had some answers I had never heard before.
Is the end of this story that you're converting?
Maybe.
Really?
I don't... We met a couple of times. We talked for hours. We decided to keep meeting. Now, I don't know if I'm going to convert. I just know that he makes it make sense.
Does he happen to be a cute rabbi?
Well, he's 68 years old, looks like a cross between Albert Einstein and a koala bear. Why is it so hard for you to believe that I had a religious experience?
Because we have always been cynical agnostics together.
Well, a life-threatening illness can play havoc with your cynicism. You think I'm crazy?
No, I'm happy for you.
Me too. For the first time, I'm convinced that there's a plan and I'm a part of it. No matter what happens in the future, everything's gonna be okay. I'm going to be okay.
I'm sure you've all heard that I'm now your acting supervisor, and no doubt you're all just as thrilled about it as I am. Or at least polite enough to fake it.
This is temporary, right?
We can all hope. Meanwhile, I've divided the cases so you all have an equally impossible workload. Kimberly, you get the ones I no longer have time for. Congratulations.
Why me?
Well, it was either you or Robert, and you generally have a shorter wine cycle. Put this one in your today pile. That's the McElroy case. The new Mrs. McElroy is complaining about how the former Mrs. McElroy is handling the McElroy children. The children live with their mother, but the stepmother claims that they are frequently unsupervised and generally neglected.
Since when is it DCF's job to get into petty marital disputes?
It isn't. It's DCF's job to investigate claims of neglected children. The woman has taken the trouble to drive over here 3 times. I think it's worth an afternoon of our time.
Meaning my time.
When you start doing this job, Kimberly, out of the goodness of your heart, for free, then it will be your time. But as long as you're cashing our checks, it will be our time. Anything else need clarifying? Good? let's go to work.
All right. All parties are present.
In the matter of Victor Laughlin and Alan Higgins, the defendants are both juveniles. The charge is conspiracy to commit sexual assault in the second degree and possession of a Schedule IV controlled substance. Question before me is possible transfer to adult court where the maximum sentence is 20 years.
20 years? Murderers don't even get 20 years.
Excuse me, you are?
Mimi Higgins, Alan's mother.
Well, Mrs. Higgins, I will let you know when it's your turn to speak. Counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. The defendants were both caught in possession of Rohypnol, street name Roofies, widely known as the date rape drug. The arrest took place at a party after the homeowners received a tip from their daughter, who overheard Mr. Laughlin bragging to a third party of his intention to slip the drug into the soda can of an unidentified female. The homeowners called the police, who found 3 tablets in a Ziploc bag in Mr. Laughlin's jeans pocket and 2 tablets loose in Mr. Higgins' shirt pocket. Now, given the gravity of the crime that was just barely prevented, the state asked the court to deny bail and that the defendants be charged as adults and transferred to the criminal docket.
Your Honor, this is a simple case of alarmist hoopla and parents who spent too much time watching Jerry Springer. My juvenile clients concede to possession, but the charge that they intended to rape someone is from the moon.
Your Honor, Roofies, as I stated, is well known as the date rape drug. It doesn't have any other purpose. You don't take it for a headache. That's why it's illegal.
Your Honor, the prosecutor is trying to make it sound like simple possession of the drug is the same thing as hiding behind a bush waiting to grab a jogger.
No, actually, it's much worse. The jogger has a chance to defend himself.
Charging my clients with attempted rape because they had some pills in their pocket is like charging someone with attempted murder because they have a gun.
Okay. There are several issues to determine here, and I need some time. I'm going to return the defendants to detention.
These are not criminals. These are good boys.
Those facts are yet to be determined. And we will be discussing them...
Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock.
Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Next case.
Lisa.
I went to your office. They said you were here.
Yeah.
You look so like a reporter.
I look obnoxious and unprincipled.
Intense.
Oh, well, that's pained. They're hard to distinguish.
You haven't called.
Yeah, I know. We needed a break. I needed a break.
When were you planning on telling me?
I'm sorry. You were making me nervous. Something about getting shot has made me skittish around guns.
I got rid of the gun.
Good.
I just thought you'd want to know the trial starts tomorrow.
You want me to go with you?
You do whatever you think is right.
Oh, no.
Well, that's not quite the reaction I was hoping for.
Dinner. I can't. This is my first day as supervisor, and I'm so good at delegating that I'll only be here until midnight.
I don't think they can hold our reservation that long.
I'm sorry. I should have called you. Frankly, I forgot you existed.
A temporary condition, I hope.
It is. When I get home tonight, I'm going to read Department Supervising for Idiots, and by this time tomorrow, my staff will be working late, and I'll be waltzing out of here at 6.
Well, you know, there's really only one thing you have to know to be a good boss.
The number of a good psychiatrist?
Well, my father told me this when I had my first big promotion. He said, you know, every person who walks into your office is going to have a monkey. And what they want to do is leave that monkey on your desk. Well, don't let them. Make them leave with the monkey and give them another monkey to take along with them. And what you've got here is a whole pile of monkeys.
Which explains my urge to take these and throw them in the dumpster behind the Humane Society. What about tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night? Oh, I don't think there's anything that takes precedence for tomorrow night, except this Board meeting.
Oh, well, when is the next time you're free?
Tomorrow night. I'll cancel the board meeting.
You can't do that. What will you tell your board?
I'll tell them the truth. Something more important came up.
More than you ever wanted to know about roofies. Should I come back when you're in?
My friend Greta has found God.
I didn't know he was missing. Look, it's not like Judge Anastasia was the first cancer patient to get religion.
I know, but Greta, she's one of the most intelligent, rational people I've ever met. What?
Oh, nothing. I love being called ignorant and irrational.
You mean you?
Where do you think I go when I race out here every Wednesday?
Night school.
That's Tuesday, Thursday. Wednesday nights I go to Mass.
Mass? As in,
Catholic, all my life. Even 12 years of parochial school.
like with nuns?
Worse, Jesuits.
You mean communion and first confession and altar boy?
All of the above.
Altar boy?
What's so funny?
I just can't see it.
Yes, you can. That's why you're laughing. Okay, what about you?
Yeah. When I was young, we were your basic submarine Protestants. We'd surface every Easter and Christmas. I don't even know why we stopped.
Your parents didn't say?
Not that I remember. Your folks must have been pretty devout.
They wanted me to be a priest. I was all for it until I learned the definition of celibacy.
You mean Jesus and Mary and saints and angels and oh, little town of Bethlehem. You buy all that.
I buy all of that.
How?
Well, it's not something I can explain in 4 minutes, but you're welcome to come with me sometime.
Thanks, but I don't think so.
It's just an offer.
I checked out the McElroy case. It was nothing, just like I thought.
Hang on a second. Define nothing.
The former wife is an attorney trying to make partner with her firm. The new wife is a flake.
A professional flake?
She considers herself an artist.
What's the IRS consider her?
A wire bender.
She bends wire?
It's a form of jewelry making.
I see. And what does any of this have to do with how the children are being treated?
This is obviously a case of professional jealousy.
The lawyer wishes she could be a wire bender?
You know what I mean. The wire bender doesn't understand or doesn't want to understand that the attorney can't be home every night at 5 o'clock to make the kids a home-cooked meal.
And what time does the attorney get home?
She occasionally has to work till 9 or 10, but the kids, both teenagers, know how to arm the security system, and the grandparents live a block away. The kids say they're fine. Mr. McElroy says they're fine. No one seems to have a problem here except for the wire bender.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Well, okay. I guess that's that.
Before this attacker spoke to you, where was he?
Behind me.
So you hadn't gotten a look at him?
Yes, I did. I'd glanced over my shoulder because I was worried he was following me.
What, a quick glance?
Yes. No, I mean, I saw him.
And when was the next time you got a look at him?
When he started talking to me. I stopped and I turned around again. And that's when he started moving in on me and he started putting his hands on my shoulders.
So the first time was just a quick glance. And the second time you were in a state of panic, correct?
No.
Well, that's what you just told us.
You're making it sound like I didn't get a good look at him, and I did.
Well, when did you get a long, non-panicked look at him?
I'd also seen him in the store.
In the store?
In the produce section. He asked me where the green onions were.
This man? Your alleged attacker?
Yes. He asked me if I could show him, and I got away from him because I didn't like the way he was looking at me.
There's no mention of any of that in the police report.
Well, they only asked me what happened in the parking lot.
And you didn't think it was important to tell them about the incident in the store?
I didn't know anyone was going to accuse me of not knowing what the guy looked like.
All right, it's true that we had thought about putting roofies in some girl's drink, but we weren't gonna rape anybody.
So what was your plan exactly?
We didn't have a plan.
Well, you had a plan to slip the drug into, quote, some girl's drink.
Yeah?
Why?
Just wanted to see what would happen.
You just wanted to see what would happen?
Yeah.
What would happen, Your Honor, is that within 30 minutes, the victim would become weak, disoriented, she would lose motor control, possibly lose consciousness.
Your Honor, Mr. Stryker has no medical degree that I'm aware of.
And since the drug has an amnesia effect, she wouldn't recall what happened to her when she recovered. And they knew damn well that's what would happen.
Your Honor, no one here claims it was an intelligent thing to do. But there's a big difference between a stupid prank and criminal premeditation.
Your Honor, these are good boys from good families. They're both excellent students, top athletes, church-going, civic-minded.
I get the drift, Mrs. Higgins. What I don't understand is why these two model citizens had pockets full of a drug that is best known for disabling potential rape victims.
We told you.
You just wanted to see what would happen.
It was like a science project.
A science project using a non-consenting human guinea pig.
We didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hi. I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, I was lurking in the shadows.
That wasn't my idea of a fun morning.
You didn't tell me that you saw him in the store.
I didn't?
When did you tell it to the cops?
Didn't seem important. He wasn't exactly thinking clearly at the time.
Was he following you in the store, or you just saw him once?
Why are you grilling me? I got enough of this on the witness stand.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad I triumphed over the monkeys tonight.
They've all gone off with their new keepers.
So how do you feel about sunny Italy?
As opposed to rainy Italy?
No, it's a restaurant.
The one with a $150 a plate tasting menu?
Have you noticed such trivia?
How much is it if you actually want to eat?
What do I have to do?
Mrs. McElroy, I sent a caseworker out today. She took a look at it. She said she didn't feel there was a problem.
Well, she is an idiot. Or maybe we just have a different definition of problem. These kids know the number of every pizza place in town by memory, but they can't tell you the last time their mother was home for dinner. Is that a problem? She calls us at 11 o'clock at night asking us where the kids are. Is that a problem?
Why would your husband, his ex-wife, and the children all tell my caseworker that everything is fine?
Well, she says it's fine because she likes the status quo. He says it's fine because he's afraid the kids will hate him forever if he takes them away from their mother. And do you really know a teenager who's actually just going to volunteer the information? He's not being supervised. Meanwhile, has your caseworker talked to anyone outside of this dysfunctional family?
Mrs. McElroy, please have a seat. Obviously, we need to talk. This may take a while.
Well, looks like the monkeys win again.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. I know how it goes. Yeah. I just want you to know that I don't discourage easily.
Tomorrow, 7 custody hearings, 2 possession of controlled substance, 2 assaults, 1 each concealed weapon, and attempted murder. No comic relief that I can see, but you get a break in the afternoon.
Judge Gray! Yes, Donna?
I just want to make sure this didn't get lost on your desk there.
Call Leisha. Oh, great.
Leisha?
Yeah, she's my ex-husband's girlfriend. Trophy wife Barbie.
Sounded nice on the phone.
Yeah, well, she's good at sounding nice.
Well, she wants to meet for coffee tomorrow afternoon. She's very troubled about your last encounter, and she wants to make peace.
How kind of her to share that with you.
What happened at the last encounter?
I'm not sure, but I don't think the female gender came out looking very good. Call her back and tell her that Judge Gray's very sorry, but she's booked solid for the rest of her life.
I kind of told you at a late afternoon tomorrow.
Well, call her back and tell her you're mistaken.
I
I kind of said you'd meet her at 1 o'clock at the coffee place near the mall, the cafe something.
Why did you do that?
My judgment was impaired by visions of harmony.
I would love to see how this turns out, but I have to go.
To Mass?
Night school. Mass is Wednesday.
Have fun.
Fun is Friday.
She sounded genuinely distressed, Judge Gray.
Sure, she'll get over it.
And she said Lauren was really upset about it, too.
She told Lauren?
Just that you had words, not that you were a bitch.
She said that?
She may have said which. She was on a cell phone.
Hi. Am I interrupting anything?
No, come in.
Do you want me to call her and cancel?
We obviously need to have another talk.
Great.
Donna...
I'll never do it again. I swear, I am monumentally sorry, truly, from the depths.
Okay.
Look, I don't have much time. I just wanted to give you something.
What is it?
Take it out.
Oh, okay, I give up.
It's a mezuzah. You put it on a doorpost, at an angle, pointing in like this. It has a little scroll inside with handwritten scripture verses.
Well, if it wards off evil, it found the right home.
I just like to think of it as a little reminder of God's presence. It's just you're supposed to kiss your fingers and touch it whenever you enter or leave.
Yeah, I don't really see me doing that.
Look, it will not hurt my feelings at all if you don't want to put it up. I just wanted to give it to you.
Well, thanks. It's very thoughtful.
Are you sure this isn't freaking you out?
About the God thing?
Yeah.
Of course not.
See you tomorrow?
Okay.
Black coffee.
I'd like a half-calf easy vanilla double latte with 2% milk and just the thinnest veneer foam.
All right.
Thanks. I really appreciate your meeting me here. I'm sure you would agree that we couldn't leave things like they were.
Alicia, before you say whatever it is you want to say, I'd like to know why you felt the need to tell Lauren about our last meeting.
You're upset about that?
Lauren's been through enough, and what goes on between us is it's not a child's business.
I thought I was doing the right thing, being honest with her.
Well, sure, when it's appropriate, but...
Just keep messing up. Look, I'm really trying so hard. I bought 7 books on step parenting, and I read them all. I highlighted things.
And I appreciate that.
I just really want so much to make a good impression on you.
And you're doing a fine job. It's just
I don't know anything about being a mother. So, God, all I can do is try and fail.
Alicia, I'm very sorry.
And I think I actually asked you here because I thought maybe we could be friends.
Friends? We could be friends.
You're just saying that.
No, I'm not. We could do things.
When?
Now.
What could we do now?
Just coffee and shopping.
Shopping? That'd be great. I need a new bathing suit.
Shopping for bathing suits is always fun.
Yeah. Well, Michael and I are going to the Bahamas. So. Oh, what a great idea. Oh, I feel better already.
Okay. McElroy, Neal and Scott.
If either of them missed another day of school, I was going to call DCF anyway. This is a list of this semester's detention. Truancy, incomplete homework assignment, smart-mouthing the teacher, disrupting class, hall loitering. Evidently, they heard it was smart to diversify. They have any medical problems?
The absences, you mean?
They both suffer from a mysterious chronic digestive disorder. I believe the term is called ditch school-itis. It's really a shame. They're both bright kids.
Well, you'd never know it from their grades. Isn't the mother at all concerned?
The mother is concerned that she has heavy competition for partner of her law firm. Period.
It's awful quiet over there.
I don't get these gauze things. No matter how I tie it, it looks stupid. And it doesn't cover anything.
It's not supposed to cover. It's just supposed to look sexy.
It looks like I don't have a place to put my handkerchief.
Michael loves them. He walks behind me when I have mine on. Oh, he's such a butt man. Well, like I need to tell you. And whenever we're shopping, he always insists we take the stairs instead of the elevator so he can follow and watch me walk up them. I'm sure he did that with you, too.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have the tiny one on?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, cute. Let me just, it's okay. I should give you the name of my waxer.
After he grabbed me, he put a gun to my head, and he made me unlock the car, and he pushed me into it. He started the car, but a guy in the parking lot saw what happened and yelled for him to stop.
And what happened then?
He shot the guy.
Through the window?
No, he got out.
I see. And then what happened?
The guy grabbed my purse and ran away.
Ms. Matthews, if your alleged attacker only wanted your purse, why did he push you into the car? And if he wanted the car, why did he get back out to shoot that guy in the parking lot?
Objection.
And why did he shoot that guy instead of you when you were the one who was in a much better position to identify him?
Objection.
Sustained.
Is it that you were unable to invent a cohesive story, or is it that your memory is...
Mr. Tate.
...completely unreliable?
Mr. Tate.
Wait, so she weeps and tells you a sob story, and your response is to say, hey, let's go shopping for bathing suits. It scares me that you're a judge.
It wasn't a total disaster, thank you. I got the inside scoop on astonishing new facts in the field of hydroxy acid wrinkle creams.
Ooh, I hope you're going to share.
No, I'm sworn to secrecy, and I wish I were kidding. Well, what is the proper way to deal with your ex-husband's girlfriend? Divorce should come with a handbook.
Oh, God, everything should come with a handbook. Life is an endless series of opportunities to make a fool out of yourself.
Well, if somebody's keeping score, then I should be moving into the bonus round.
All right, you should call her and thank her for a swell time. And then before you hang up the phone, you tell her that Michael follows her upstairs because he has a thing for cellulite.
All right, I admit it, I lied. I thought you were going to wig out on me with this God business. But if you can still enjoy a good recreational round of character assassination...
And I am still very good at it.
This I can live with.
Don't worry. I am still me. And listen, next time you get an impetuous urge to do something thoroughly stupid, call me first and I will talk you out of it.
You know we never put you in the car.
They were making it sound like it happened fast, and I didn't see him.
Not an
He was
excuse
going
to perjure
walk.
yourself. If he walks now, it's going to be your fault.
My fault. You know, I wouldn't have had to lie if they hadn't thrown out your testimony. You know, I don't even know why I'm surprised. You have never supported me.
What? That's insane.
Oh, it's just a coincidence you stopped calling me a week before the trial. Can we do this somewhere else?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I want to do this at all. This doesn't work.
This meaning us.
Yeah.
You're upset enough to break up with me because I altered my story to try to put the creep who shot you in
This
jail?
is a pattern. First, you brought a gun to my apartment.
Oh, it's still about the gun?
No, you're not listening to me. I've got to be around people who I can count on to tell me the truth.
I wouldn't lie to you.
If you'd lie on the witness stand under oath, I'd have to be an idiot to think you'd be honest with me. Look, it's more than that. This has never been right. The biggest thing we have in common is a mutual horror story.
It couldn't possibly be that you're just running away again.
And the grand finale, ruling on the Roofies case.
All right. You said we weren't going to have fun this afternoon.
Don't forget, I'm leaving right after court.
School or church?
Church. It's Wednesday. Would you like me to make you a chart?
Mm-hmm. A felt board calendar with a little church and a little school building.
Invitation still stands.
No, thanks. Michael's got Lauren and Mom's working late, so I got the nice, quiet house to myself. Besides, I am not taking you up on your offer until you can explain to me why you go.
You might have a long wait.
Good afternoon. This arrangement isn't working. The children aren't being taken care of.
This is about my working late, isn't it?
It's about a lot of things. But while we're on the subject, how many nights a week do you make it home by 7 o'clock?
I'm not sure. That's because there aren't any. I have to work. It's not like I have a choice. His so-called child support checks don't even pay for their tennis shoes.
Do you have to work until 10 o'clock every night?
I do for the moment. I'm trying to make
partner. Yes, we all know about that. I have nothing against working mothers. My daughter is one. I've been one most of my life. But your career is not a license to ignore the obligation you have to your children. Mr. McElroy, have you ever thought about seeking custody of the children?
Oh, God, you can't do that to me.
I don't want to take them out of their home, away from their school, their friends.
We're not trying to take these children away from their mother. We just want her to be one.
Mrs. McElroy, if you want to keep the children, you'll start taking care of them. Make sure they're fed and supervised. On nights when you can't, you'll arrange a sitter to be with them until you get home. Kimberly here will be calling the school to make sure that there are no more mysterious stomach ailments, and she'll be calling you at random. When she does, you'll know where your children are, what they had for dinner the night before, and I'd better like the answer.
You can't be serious.
Oh, you have no idea how serious I am. If I find that you are continuing to neglect the children, I'll file a neglect petition. Then I'll call your boss and tell him that I am investigating a complaint of child neglect against you. I imagine that won't help your chances to make partner now, will it?
The issue here is intent. Did the defendants concoct a plan to slip roofies into the drink of an unsuspecting female, then sexually assault her? Or did they, as Mr. Laughlin stated, just want to see what would happen? I don't buy the defense's gun analogy. A person with a gun could have it because of protection, or for target practice, or because it's a collector's item. But the FDA has declared that this drug has no redeeming medical value. So even owning it is illegal. Your just wanted to see what would happen tells me that the two of you have a possibly sociopathic disregard for the consequences of your actions. Do you have any idea the devastating effect of this drug? Women who are raped while under its influence take twice as long to recover as other rape victims because they cannot consciously recall the event. It's not the education of women that's going to change the problem of rape. It's the education of young men. And you are doing a terrible job. You have raised two sons who think that the idea of drugging and raping a woman is good for a few laughs at a party. And then you tell me what fine boys they are. I don't know which fact is scarier. Well, I see no reason why I shouldn't transfer this case to the criminal docket and have the defendants tried as adults, where they could serve the maximum sentence of 20 years if convicted.
You can't do that!
Quiet. I said I see no reason why I shouldn't do that. But I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is this. In exchange for a plea on the possession charge, provided this is amenable to the prosecutor, I'll commit the defendants to DCF with the recommendation that they are placed in Long Lane for 3 years. Sorry, boys. I just wanted to see what would happen.
When you interview someone who's a textbook narcissist, the first thing you wonder is if they're lying to make themselves look good, since that's what narcissists do. Then, if everyone else is backing up the narcissist, you say to yourself, something is screwy here, and you start checking outside sources.
The woman didn't exactly have a sign on her forehead that said narcissist.
Yes, actually, she did. You listen, and you notice that you're hearing words like I, me, and my a lot, and you're not hearing anything about the good of the children. You notice $20,000 worth of furniture in the living room, while the family room doesn't have a sofa, and the kids are sleeping on beds from Particle Boards R Us.
I'm supposed to notice interior decorating?
And anything else that will tell you the full story.
Maxine.
Just what you don't do is go looking for evidence to support the conclusion you came to before you left the building. Robert?
Your limo is out front.
My what?
Greetings, and welcome to the inner sanctum. Well, it's not home, but it's much.
It's, this is all your, office?
My office, yeah. The powder room is through that door, and the kitchen's at the end of the hall.
What's cooking?
Well, that'd be roast duckling with Grand Marnier sauce, or green peppercorn sauce if you prefer.
Did I miss the conversation where we decided to do this?
Oh, yeah, well, see, I couldn't get away tonight because I'm expecting a conference call. But I really wanted to have dinner with you. So I kidnapped you. At some point, you're going to lose me for about a half hour. But there's a screening room and a library next to the dining room, so hopefully you can find something you like.
Remind me when I get home tonight to invent a search engine.
Don't waste your time. We don't need his and hers millions. But speaking of work, I think we should have a toast to your new job.
Let's not. Let's wait until tomorrow night and have a toast to my resignation.
You're resigning as supervisor? Why?
Because I hate it. And that makes me horrible at it.
Oh, I'm sure if you just gave yourself more time.
The last time I did this job, it was a different world. I could run the office and handle everything in the field. But it's not possible anymore. Besides, I'd never get to see people.
People?
You?
I was wondering when I might figure into this.
When I'm nervous about starting something new, I tend to get very busy. It's a habit I'd like to break.
Judge Gray?
Can we wait till tomorrow, Donna?
No, it can't.
What's wrong?
Judge Gray, I am unbelievably sorry to tell you this, but
just tell me, Donna.
Greta, I mean, Judge Anastasio is dead.
What?
They think it was a heart attack. There's going to be an autopsy. You know, chemotherapy is very hard on the organs. She's not up there. They just took her out. The coroner's office. I saw them. Would you like me to drive you home? I could call a cab. I didn't want you to overhear it in the hallway. Thank you. Judge Gray, are you sure you should be?
Ma? Mom? Mom?
Hi, you can leave a message for Vincent or Donna when you hear the beep.
What's wrong?
Greta died. A heart attack, they think.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no one was at my house, and I knew you were here, so.
I know you two are very close.
I just. Why do you do this? Can you give me one short answer?
Well, there isn't any short answer. Wednesday night's just a fraction of it. It's how I get through the week.
But you believe in him.
I figure I have three choices of what to believe. A, there's no God. B, there's a callous God who doesn't care that horrible things happen to people. Or C, there's a benevolent God who's beyond my understanding, and I have to give the benefit of the doubt when he looks bad.
And what makes you choose C?
The look on my daughter's face when I tuck her in at night. That's the short answer. Would you like to come inside? Would you rather be alone?
Still restless, still waiting, still the spirit flies. It's love that never dies.